In just over a month, we could see a dramatic shift in the Ukraine conflict as Trump prepares to take the helm again. Sources say he's eager to bring Putin and Zelensky to the negotiating table, aiming for a ceasefire right from day one. His transition team is already laying the groundwork for this ambitious plan. While details remain scarce, the urgency is clear. There's a push for a pause in fighting that could finally open the door to peace talks. The world is watching closely. Will this be the breakthrough we've been waiting for? Biden's latest move to bolster Kyiv with an additional $500 million in arms is a significant statement. It's like a final push from the current administration to reinforce ties with Ukraine before the leadership transition in Washington. But here's the kicker. With Trump potentially back in power, the future of U.S. support for Ukraine hangs in the balance. Will we see a shift in strategy? The stakes are high, and the implications could reshape global dynamics. It's a pivotal moment, and the world is watching closely. Trump's recent comments on the use of ATACMS missiles in Russia have stirred quite a debate. He openly criticized the idea of launching American-made missiles hundreds of miles into Russian territory, aligning his stance with Moscow's concerns. This is significant, especially after the recent bombing involving 6 ATACMS carriers, which has drawn sharp condemnation from the Kremlin. Putin's spokesperson noted that while they appreciate Trump's position, it's uncertain if he would actually revoke permission for Ukraine to use these missiles. Meanwhile, Russia has responded aggressively, showcasing their military might with the launch of the Orshnik hypersonic missile over Ukraine. This escalating tension highlights the complex dynamics of international relations and the potential consequences of military actions.
Trump's warning to Zelensky is a significant signal. It's a reminder that the support from Biden's administration isn't guaranteed forever. The president-elect has labeled the ongoing conflict as madness, highlighting the unsustainable losses on both sides. He's advocating for a resolution, emphasizing that he doesn't want to abandon Ukraine. This stance could reshape the dynamics of the conflict and push for a much-needed dialogue. It's a pivotal moment that could redefine alliances and strategies in this ongoing crisis. Russia's actions in Ukraine reveal a complex strategy. While claiming to seek peace, Putin's regime is aggressively pursuing territorial gains. The rhetoric of a special military operation masks a relentless ambition to achieve all its goals. When discussing a potential truce, Putin suggests it's premature to involve European troops in monitoring compliance, yet he acknowledges that negotiations are essential. This duality raises questions. Is Russia genuinely interested in peace, or is it merely buying time to solidify its control? The stakes are high, and the world is watching closely.
In the heart of Washington, a plan is brewing, Trump's plan. With the conflict dragging on, the losses are mounting on both sides, and the reality is stark. Ukraine's chances of victory are dwindling. The goal? A ceasefire, a chance for both parties to step back from the brink. This top-secret initiative aims to pave the way for negotiations and a stable peace, all before the new administration takes office on January 20th. It's a bold move, but in a world where every day counts, can diplomacy triumph over the chaos of war?
The plan on the table, crafted by General Keith Kellogg, aims to freeze the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. It proposes security guarantees for Kyiv and the establishment of buffer zones. Ukraine wants NATO membership, but without Article 5 protection for disputed territories, which Moscow flatly rejects, insisting on neutrality. Interestingly, Trump seems to be on board with this stance. As it stands, Ukraine is likely to remain outside NATO, and the new president may cut aid to Kyiv, which could be crucial in pressuring Putin to negotiate. The stakes are high, and the future remains uncertain. The idea of European troops stepping in as peacekeepers in Ukraine is gaining traction. It's intriguing that the Kremlin is open to discussing this. As Dmitry Peskov mentioned, all this can and must be discussed during the negotiations. This could reshape the dynamics on the ground. Meanwhile, the EU and NATO are focused on bolstering Ukraine's defenses for the winter, ramping up military aid, especially in munitions and air defense. It's a delicate balance, supporting Ukraine while navigating the complex political landscape. The stakes are high, and every decision could impact the future of the region.